Okay, we are on the Dead Dog Saloon. Not really a fan of this map, especially not a fan of it as killer, because of all the breakable walls. That wall he broke right there, that's actually a good design. I wish they would do that for all the killer shacks. It makes that loop a lot more doable for killer. It actually allows some mind gaming to be done there. So we got a Nemesis, and we have a DCer already. So somebody apparently doesn't like going against Nemesis. Oh, he had Eruption. Okay. Yeah, somebody apparently doesn't like going against Nemesis because we've had already our first DC, and that's not good. You know, I get it to an extent. There are some killers that you were just so sick of seeing. When Nemesis or Wesker first came out, I hope I wasn't saying Nemesis that whole time, but it's Wesker. When Wesker first came out, he was everywhere. Everyone was playing Wesker. And to a certain extent, everyone still is. Yeah, she killed herself. So yeah, this match is this is a loss. There's really no point in continuing it further. If he wants us dead, he'll get us. He'll have no problem doing that. He might be just interested in farming at this point, I guess. So I don't know. Yeah, it looks like he's being nice and is willing to farm, which is fine. I mean, if you have two people on your team who rage quit, you know, there's really not much point in continuing the match. We haven't done a single generator, so it'd be, you know, I'm saying it now. It's going to be impossible for only 2 survivors to do all 5 gens unless the killer wants to farm. Other than that, though, yeah, killer will have no trouble getting a win in this situation. But yeah, I remember when Wesker first came out, and we just saw Wesker everywhere. I mean, every match was a Wesker match, and it does. I understand it does get very boring very fast, going against the same killer. And Wesker was actually one of the stronger killers, one of the stronger new killers that they released. So I understand people wanting to play him. I don't like playing him. I find him to be too clunky, especially when I miss his dash. And it's very easy to just bump into things when you are dashing, and completely cancels your attack. So I'm not a big fan of Wesker. I don't like playing him. But I understand people do, and they like playing him a lot because he is once you get get some practice in with Wesker and are able to land those dash attacks, he can be very strong. So yeah, but I get it. If people, oh, okay, good. Yeah, I was hoping he would do that. I'm not sure what it looked like and whether or not it would silence his terror radius, but it does. So yeah. Okay, a little bit of information gathering there. Nothing wrong with that. I will. I'll put some pallets down just so he can break them. I'm sure he wants as many points as he can get out of this match now, since he had to deal with 2 people rage quitting. So I'll having windows is nice because I can just see where every pallet is that I can put down for him. But yeah, I think the new killers that have been released recently, I think Wesker and Dredge have been the strongest out of all of them. Sadako's a joke. She is not a strong killer at all. And I think their mindset behind her was that, well, she has this mechanic where you can kill a survivor instantly. And yeah, she does have that mechanic. But in my point of view, she might as well not have it because it is so rare to get that mechanic to actually work. Unless a survivor is a complete vegetable, they're going to go get a tape and cleanse themselves of that condemned. So it's very difficult to get those condemned kills, and it's not really a. I mean, if you're really trying to get them as Sadako, yeah, you might be able to get some, but it's very tedious. And the devs have just made it way too safe to get rid of the tapes. Way too easy. Unless you're running some perk like Save the Best for Last on Sadako, and a survivor who's fully condemned has a tape and tries to put in a television, and you hit them with a fully 8 stacks of Save the Best for Last, and they're not the obsession, then yeah, you will stop them from putting the tape in, but just barely. I mean, the amount of time it takes to put a tape in the television is no time at all. So yeah, Sadako's is she's really kind of a joke. She's not much of a threat. And then we had Dredge, and Dredge is legitimately he's legitimately terrifying. He can be a very strong killer, but he is also very, very reliant on map RNG. I played Dredge where I've had survivors running toward the exit gate, and one of them is injured. And the only way I could have gotten them down before they reached the exit was to teleport to a locker. Unfortunately, because of the map RNG, there were no lockers in the area. So I'm activating my power, looking for a locker to teleport to, and I don't see any between the survivor and the exit gate. So I was like, great, I'm screwed. I'm not getting the survivor down. They're injured, but they might as well just be fully healed because I'm not going to get them down. And I didn't. The only way I could have gotten them was if there was a locker in the area I could have teleported to. So that's the big weakness of Dredge. He's very map reliant and RNG reliant. Very much like Pig in that matter, in that her head traps are very RNG reliant. But whereas with Pig, you're not counting on the head traps in a clutch situation. It's nice if it happens. With Dredge's power teleporting, you really are. There really are a lot of clutch situations where you could have used that teleport to get a injured survivor down quickly before they escape, and it just didn't happen because there are no lockers in the area. So yeah, that's a big weakness with Dredge. But he is one of the stronger killers. And I believe after Dredge was Wesker. And then after Wesker is the Knight. And everyone knows the Knight's not very strong. So yeah, of the most recent killers they have released, only 2 have been, out of the 4 have been relatively strong, and even they have have weaknesses that are easy to exploit. So it's looking like this guy is just satisfied to farm, which is fine. I might as well get as much out of it as I can as well. Since we did have two teammates who decided, hey, you know, I don't want to play against Wesker anymore. He seems like he's a good sport, you know. He could have stomped all over us, gotten us out at 5 gens easily. So, I mean, it is the season of giving. So, I'm glad the killer decided to be a little more merciful than usual. Than a lot of other killer players would be. So I'm just going to hang out in the snowman, you know. It's funny. I feel like they increase the speed at which the snowmen move. I don't know. I don't remember it being this that quick last year. Probably because they took away the armor it provided survivors. So they're like, well, we might as well give survivors a little bit more speed in these things. It's silly. It's not going to affect the game much. I'm kind of hoping he goes in another snowman just to see it again. It is rather funny to see that. I can see some killers using it to sneak up on survivors. But since it goes so slow, you know, unless you use a perk like maybe Lethal Pursuer and find a snowman that's close, it's not going to do a whole lot. So I will. I'll go to the exit gate. I'll see if I can open the gate while in the snowman. No, I can't. Okay. Oh, okay. He's gonna open it for me. I'll give him my med kit. You know, just as an offering for being a good sport. And he is gonna leave in the snowman. That's funny. No, she's not. Okay. I would have just to see how it looks. But yeah, he was a good sport that match. Like I said, he could have stomped all over us. He could have gotten an easy 4K at 5 gens. So, oh, I see you get more points when you actually do use the snowman. Because I'm at 40,000 right now, and that's not normal for a Survivor match. So it looks like you do get more points. Just something to think about. And that looks like it's it. Yeah. Okay. GG.